Welcome back to Crimescape. Today we'll delve into the perplexing disappearance and tragic ending of the McStay family, an ordinary California family who vanished suddenly in 2010, leaving behind a mystery that would puzzle investigators and their community for years. The McStays, consisting of two parents and their children, were residents of San Diego, a bustling city known for its beaches and warm climate. In February 2010, the community was shaken when news spread that the entire family had gone missing from their home. Their house showed no signs of a break-in or struggle, and their personal belongings were left untouched. It was as if they had vanished into thin air. The local community, friends, and extended family were left in a state of shock and confusion. The absence of any clear reason for their disappearance made the situation even more perplexing. There were no indications that the family had planned a trip or intended to be away from home for an extended period. As days turned into weeks and weeks into months, hope began to wane, and the mystery deepened. The local police, along with several investigative agencies, launched extensive search operations, follow up on every lead and interviewing acquaintances, but to no avail. The story was widely covered by national media, with everyone seeking answers to the same haunting question: what happened to the McStay family? Tragically, the mystery came to a heartbreaking conclusion 4 years later. In a remote area of the Mojave Desert, investigators discovered the remains of the McStay family buried in shallow graves. The discovery sent shockwaves throughout the nation, turning a mysterious disappearance into a tragic crime story. In the quiet neighborhoods of San Diego, a chilling event unfolded that would baffle both the community and investigators for years. The McStay family, a seemingly ordinary family of four, suddenly disappeared without leaving behind any clues. Comprising of the parents and their two young children, their absence was deeply felt and raised numerous questions. The state of their home suggested an abrupt departure. Personal belongings were left behind, and there were no signs of a struggle or forced entry. This led many to speculate that the family did not leave of their own free will. Perhaps they were coerced or faced a threat that forced them into hiding. Theories abounded, but concrete evidence was scarce. At the heart of this mystery was Patrick McStay, the devastated father of Joseph McStay. As days turned into weeks with no word from his son and his family, Patrick's hope began to wane, replaced by a growing dread. He publicly shared his anguish, painting a picture of a close-knit family that had no reason to vanish. His heartfelt pleas and evident grief resonated with many, turning the McStay family's disappearance into a cause célèbre. The community rallied around Patrick, offering support and joining in the search. But as time passed, the lack of answers only deepened the mystery. The question on everyone's mind was simple yet haunting: what happened to the McStay family? Amidst the speculations, one thing was clear: their disappearance was involuntary, and something sinister might be at play. In the days leading up to the mysterious disappearance of the McStay family, their activities seemed ordinary, devoid of any signs that would hint at the impending tragedy. Central to understanding these final moments is Patrick McStay's recollection of his interactions with his son, Joseph. Patrick and Joseph shared a bond that was evident in their daily phone calls. These weren't mere routine check-ins. They were testament to the deep connection between a father and his son. Each conversation was a blend of familial updates, shared memories, and plans for the future. Their words, often ending with mutual expressions of love, became a comforting ritual, a testament to their close-knit relationship. On the fateful day of their disappearance, Joseph's schedule seemed typical of any working professional. He had a business meeting planned around noon, a routine engagement that didn't raise any alarms. Meanwhile, at the McStay residence, Summer, Joseph's wife, was engrossed in her role as a doting mother, tending to their children and managing the household. Amidst these everyday activities, there was an air of anticipation in the McStay home. Joseph's birthday was just around the corner, and plans were in motion for a celebration. The family had marked the date, and preparations were underway for a gathering that would never take place. In retrospect, these last known activities paint a poignant picture: a loving family engrossed in their daily lives and looking forward to future celebrations. unaware of the inexplicable events that were about to unfold. The evening shadows deepened as the McStay family's home in San Diego settled into the familiar rhythms of nighttime. However, this particular night would be anything but ordinary, marking the last known moments of the family in their residence. As darkness enveloped the neighborhood, the McStay family made an unexpected decision to leave their home. The reasons for this sudden departure remain shrouded in mystery. What was so pressing that compelled a family, including 2 young children, to venture out after sunset? Adding to the enigma, a neighbor's surveillance camera captured a crucial piece of evidence. The footage revealed the McStay's SUV calmly rolling out of their driveway and onto the street. The vehicle's headlights pierced the night, and its direction seemed purposeful, but where were they headed and why? Inside the house, the aftermath of their hasty exit became evident. A scene of domestic life interrupted unfolded. Food, possibly a meal in preparation, was left out, now vulnerable to the passage of time. Eggs sat, slowly spoiling, and coffee grinds lay scattered, hinting at a morning ritual disrupted. Most tellingly, their 2 beloved dogs, integral members of the McStay family, were left outside. Abandoned without food or water, their forlorn state was a silent testament to the abruptness of the family's departure. The pieces of this puzzle, when put together, paint a haunting picture of urgency and unexplained actions, deepening the mystery of the night the McStay family vanished. The vanishing of the McStay family wasn't just another missing persons case. It was an enigma that perplexed even seasoned investigators. The family's sudden and unexplained disappearance from their San Diego home left a void, a silence that echoed with more questions than answers. Days turned into nights, and nights into days. Yet no one, not neighbors nor close friends, seemed to realize that the McStays were missing. How could a family of 4, so integrated into their community, vanish without anyone noticing? Enter Steph Watts, a freelance investigative journalist with a keen eye for detail and a nose for the truth. Drawn to the case's peculiarities, Watts delved deep, sifting through the scant evidence and piecing together the family's last known activities. In his discussions, he often emphasized the case's uniqueness. It wasn't just the fact that a whole family had disappeared. It was the eerie silence that followed, the absence of any immediate alarm or concern from those around them. Watts's involvement brought the case into the limelight, drawing attention to the many gaps in the initial stages of the investigation. His insights and persistent questioning challenged the status quo, pushing for a more thorough and expansive search for answers. He highlighted the importance of those initial days following the disappearance, days that were lost in inaction and disbelief. The McStay family's case wasn't just a mystery. It was a testament to the gaps that can exist in our closely knit communities, revealing how sometimes people can disappear right before our eyes without us even realizing. The McStay family home, post their disappearance, stood as a silent witness to their last moments. A cursory glance might suggest a typical household, but a closer inspection revealed unsettling details. Unfinished meals lay on the table, hinting at a sudden interruption. Personal belongings, including wallets and everyday essentials, were left behind, suggesting the family had every intention of returning soon. Children's toys were scattered, a poignant reminder of the young lives that once played there. The absence of any signs of forced entry or struggle added to the enigma. Yet the most telling evidence was the state of preparedness. Essentials like passports remained, and their pets were left without care. These clues painted a picture of a family that left in haste, under circumstances that remain a mystery, but with an evident belief that they would soon be back. Now we want to hear from you in the comments. What do you think was the motive behind the McStay family's murder? How do you think the investigation could have been improved in the early stages? If you found this video eye-opening, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more true crime content. Your support helps us continue shining a light on these mysterious cases.